The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The voter registration for the barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections is set to close today. For updates, we have Faith Del Mundo reporting to us live from Manila. Faith, can you tell us the latest?
Yes, Riza, we're seeing an influx of voter registrants here in Manila, COMELEC. And as early as dawn, they are queuing. Voter registrant Christine tried her luck today as she lined up as early as 2 a.m. to register for the SK and barangay elections in December. She said that this is already her third try as she was always cut off from the previous days. Here in the 2nd District of Manila, the cutoff for first 400 registrants is at 8 a.m. With the registration ending today, a number of aspiring voters are trying to meet the deadline. Despite this, though, the COMELEC has earlier announced that the registration will no longer be extended. This, as the number of new registrants has breached the 2 million mark, well above their initial target of 1 million Filipinos. Of this figure, COMELEC reports that 1.4 million are 15 to 17 years old, while some 750,000 are in the 18 to 30 age group. The Commission also said that it has already processed over 3 million applications as of July 4. This includes transfers of voter registration and transfer from overseas to local reactivation. Over 100 satellite registration centers were put up nationwide to make the process more accessible and convenient for the public. Riza, for now, the barangay and SK election is set on December 5. And what's voting here, there's a proposal for the Congress. They are still going to deliberate it. Riza?
Thank you. That was Faith Del Mundo reporting live from Manila. Meanwhile, Senator Robin Hood Padilla is pushing to legalize the use of marijuana for medical purposes. But drug regulators are quick to raise concerns, saying it might lead to abuses. Faith Del Mundo is back with that story.
10-year-old Julia has been diagnosed with epilepsy, cerebral palsy, and developmental delay. Her mother now wants to try using medical marijuana to alleviate some of her pain. They've tried more than 8 anti-seizure drugs but nothing seems to work.
As we all know naman, worldwide, ginagamit naman siya for different treatment ng illnesses. So, very good ang kanyang mga research, especially sa mga bata na merong epileptic seizures. Sana makagamit din kami ng medical marijuana.
Dr. Donna has been an advocate of legalizing medical marijuana in the country for 8 years.
We are not just advocating for medical cannabis na medical marijuana lang. We are advocating for an affordable, safe, and available medical cannabis. Magiging problema natin dyan kung eventually maging legalize yung paggamit is its cost. Kasi alam naman natin sobrang mahal. Madaling makuha na regulated.
Robert Cotelas, a Canadian citizen who has been living in the Philippines for 13 years, has been using medical marijuana for years now. This is to aid his chronic back pain which he got from multiple accidents. However, access to medical cannabis is difficult here in the Philippines since it's not legal.
Unable to be gotten legally. There's no way. I have tried. And I'm on record at the Philippines, they call it PDEA. Getting legal medical cannabis in the Philippines, it is impossible.
He is among the groups seeking to legalize medical marijuana in the Philippines. Seeing the need for it, Senator Robin Hood Padilla filed Senate Bill number 230, which legalizes the use of medical marijuana. Under the bill, current medical research will be expanded to include the medicinal properties of marijuana or cannabis, which Padilla cited as a popular medicine in Asia, the Middle East, and Africa. The DOH has been designated as the principal regulatory agency under the bill and will be in charge of establishing medical cannabis compassionate centers in public tertiary hospitals. The Food and Drug Administration, on the other hand, will be tasked to test medical cannabis products, while the Dangerous Drugs Board and Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency will monitor and regulate medical cannabis. However, the Dangerous Drugs Board is worried about possible abuses to this measure.
Isa yan sa mga worry kasi naman sa medical sector, pati na rin sa law enforcement, yung pag-control sa substance na yan, kaya mahigpit talaga yung
Last January 2019, the House of Representatives approved on third and final reading the measure legalizing and regulating the use of marijuana for medicinal purposes. However, the bill failed to reach the President's table for signing into law. For News 5, Faith Del Mundo, we are One News.
Now we'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Italian Prime Minister Mario Draghi has resigned, plunging the country into an even deeper political turmoil. Let's watch this video.
Prime Minister Mario Draghi resigned after losing support from three key allies in his broad coalition government. That leaves the country in disarray and political uncertainty, just as we head into months of questions over rising inflation and energy shocks on supplies. New elections will now take place after the summer, and until a new government will be formed in Italy, Draghi will remain Prime Minister, but he will be an outgoing Prime Minister, so his government action will be weaker. And it is clear that he will be unable to push through some of the reforms for which he was actually called to lead Italy. Italian governments are notoriously unstable, and Mario Draghi is Italy's 67th Prime Minister since the Second World War. Now, clearly, there will be a question over whether the next government that will be in place after Draghi's one, how long will it last? Will it be a stable one? Well, this is unlikely as coalition tensions are still expected to continue and persist in Italian politics for the years to come.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The Philippine Embassy in Tripoli, Libya, has warned Filipinos to remain vigilant following clashes between armed groups in the city. The agency reports that 13 people have been killed, but no Filipinos were hurt in the attacks. The COVID-19 positivity rate in Metro Manila has climbed to 14.6% as of July 20. The Octa Research Group says this is an indication of an increasing trend anew after recording a decline in the past days. And another round of oil price rollback is expected next week. Unioil projects that the prices of diesel would decrease by up to 2 pesos per liter, while gasoline prices would be slashed down by up to 50 centavos. And for more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.